Kiefer Ravena and I became Valley Golf members on the same day. Our interview with the club's membership committee was scheduled at 10 a.m. last September, and while I showed up in a button-down long-sleeved shirt, Kiefer appeared in golf attire and sweaty. It was an indication of his newfound ardor for the game of golf. Kiefer had teed off that morning and had abandoned his round with 4 holes to go to make the interview. I had known him a bit from my days covering loop hoops. We were renewed acquaintances and spoke of playing soon. Since we both got roped into the same barkadahan tournament Team Combat, our round happened a few weeks later. Wearing a bright orange shirt and Brooks Koepka's golf shoe model, we met on the 10th tee of Valley's South course and teed off for a round with 3 other teammates. As another sign of his burgeoning golf addiction, Kiefer has bought a golf cart. A 4-seater, second-hand, fire-engine red number that was being driven by his regular caddie, Ardor. I rode it down the 13th hole with him and asked him why he chose the game of golf. "It's the environment," said the NLEX guard, pointing to the lush greenery surrounding us. Kahit arara ko ito makakita, hindi ako magsasawa. Ravena's buddy is Nico Evangelista, a pro golfer. He introduced Kiefer to the sport 2 years ago. When FIBA handed down its suspension to Ravena last May, he was already playing. Suddenly he found himself with more time for golf than he had expected. And no, golf is not just nature tripping with balls and sticks for him. Every course is an 18-hole battleground, and Ravena refuses to lose. "I'm more competitive here than in basketball," he confesses surprisingly. Hindi talaga ako nagpapadalo. Ravena then breathlessly relates of recent tournament he played in Marapara, in Bacolod, where he caught fire, shooting a 75. With his handicap of about 14, he won the tournament. He relates how he parred Marapara's monstrous 618-yard 18th hole with a driver and 2 rescue clubs. You can see Kiefer's recent rounds on his profile at the website of the United National Handicapping System, UAAP. Just look for Kiefer Isaac Ravena. Those expecting a big, powerful swing from the Phenom will be disappointed. Ravena has a shoulder injury that prevents him from swinging fully without discomfort. It doesn't affect him in basketball. Kiefer says his compact movement is like that of Tony Finau, the American Ryder Cupper. Kiefer's best part of his game is his putting, and on the 8th hole of our round, Valley South's par 5 17th, he drains a putt of about 25 feet for a birdie. Instead of celebrating though, he reacts with grimace. Apparently, just before he stroked the putt he promised AOP 3000 if he sunk it. By 3K by the time we reached our 10th hole, Valley South's hole number 1, a quick check of the scorecard reveals that I'm merely a stroke adrift. I'm feeling lucky, so I make him an offer. "You wanna play for drinks? Even?" I ask. And then I see it. The glint in his eye. That maniacal competitive fire that drove Kiefer to all those UAAP titles with Ateneo and then to the NBA D-League. "Sure," says the bowler. There is a shake of hands, and we are on our way. I will spare you any suspense. Kiefer's putting continues to be his strong suit as he holes putt after putt. But his ball striking is off. Some shots are blocks to the right, others hooks to the left. I play my game and end up winning. He definitely tried though. At the par 5 5th he triple bogeys and asks me if I get bogey. When I answer yes, he mutters damn under his breath, ruining the 2 strokes he loses on the hole. There is plenty of time for more chatting about golf. Has this been one of the ways you have coped with the disappointment of your suspension? I ask. Yes, it's one of the biggest things that has helped me, if not the biggest thing, Ravena replies. Well, that's aside from the support of friends and family, I presume. But that's a given, that they will be there for me, continues Ravena. But this, golf, I wasn't expecting. Ravena lives in a subdivision along Marcos Highway, and he makes the quick trip to Valley up to 5 times a week to get his fix. He is so golf-addled that he is seriously considering building a house nearby. Does Alyssa Valdez, his partner, think you play too much golf? I ask. A lot of the time, Ravena admits with a smile. But Valdez has also taken a liking to sport and has even scored a hole-in-one. Ravena is still waiting for his first ace. Ravena mentions he and the volleyball sensation are slated to play a round soon in Malariat, in Lipa, Batangas, where Valdez is from. The game of golf has also become a vehicle for Ravena to share with the less fortunate. Last October 24 he hosted a charity golf tournament to raise funds for veteran player Jarek Balanza, who is stricken with a brain tumor, and the family of the legendary hoops barker Rolly Manlapas, who died of Lou Gehrig's disease recently. Ravena was a frequent visitor of Manlapas while he was bedridden. The tournament was able to raise about $100,000 for each of the beneficiaries. Kiefer was hands-on for his event, showing up before dawn to organize and coordinate. Ravena hopes that FIBA shortens his ban, which is 18 months long. NLEX has been very supportive, and he trains on his own. I tell the coaching staff that once I get back on that court I'm going to take, like 50 shots, says Ravena. But for now the only shots he takes are with his clubs, playing the game he describes as the most relaxing sport, and also the most frustrating. 2 weeks after we play, Ravena fires an 87 in Manila Southwood's Legends course, a healthy 9-stroke improvement over his round with me. His handicap is down to 13. Kiefer obviously worked out the kinks in his swing. Whether it's hoops, golf, or the game of life, this phenom is never down for long.